Let's take a look at the next tool, which is this one, which is Swept Surface Along Curves. I'm going to use these two sections and paths. Let's take a look at the tool settings window. There are three options available to us. The first one is sweep 2 along 1. So in other words, we sweep 2 profiles along one path. Next one is sweep 1 along 2 or 3, which technically says sweep 1 profile along 2 or 3 paths, but in fact you can actually sweep 2 profiles along 1 or 2 or 3 paths. This one, which is sweep 2 along 2. So let's work with the first one. Alignment will leave us normal, but it could be parallel. Again, you can experiment with those settings. These two are not available to us with this particular tool, and we could allow self-intersection, meaning that the surface could intersect itself. That gets quite messy and may take a little while to compute if it's a large surface. Again, experiment with that. So let's see how the tool works. Look at the prompts. Select the path curve, that will be this one. Then select the first profile curve, that's this one, and select the second profile curve, that will be this one. Note the arrows, downwards for this one, horizontal for this one, data point, and shade it. So you see the shape it makes, pretty obvious from the two sections, going from a rectangular section to a curved section with a nice transition. Let's take a look at the next option, which is this one. This time we're using closed sections to generate a surface. In other words, we're creating a tube. So let's try this one again. Let's make sure we have the right tool running. We select the curve first. We select the first profile and the second profile. And data point looks okay for the moment. Doesn't look too bad. But let's shade it. And it doesn't look good at all. In fact, if you notice, we come down here and twist to the side. So in fact, we're twisted round about 45 degrees. So in other words, the bottom profile, the circle, when it was first drawn, is actually twisted in its direction. So we have to twist it back. We need to go counterclockwise by 45 degrees. So let's do a rotate. Now I'm going to use active angle and select the circle. And the angle I need is 45 degrees. We will do this about the element center so it doesn't change location, and just data point once, and we should be fine. So let's try the tool again. Select that, select that, select that, data point, shade it, and we're fine. This surface is now in the direction that we need. So don't be surprised if you need to rotate sections. It's the same thing as having a single line or a single arc as the section and having to change the arrows. But you can't actually change the arrow on this because of its direction. If you go to a file called module9exercises.pdf in your working files folder, the first exercise you'll find is a small funnel, square top and rounded funnel end. So quite simple to draw with this tool. So please do that before you proceed. Again, let me emphasize this is a very useful tool.